Hi everyone. Happy holidays to all of you. And if you don't celebrate any holidays, I hope that you are having a nice break or nice rest, winter rest, food, solitude, and meditation. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a couple of things. So I've broken it up into 3 parts. The first part, I'm going to be sharing with you what I've been doing for the holidays and anniversaries and different things. Part 2, I'm going to be reflecting on 2024. In part 3, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the goals that I have for 2025 and what I'm doing to prepare for 2025. So if you're a person that wants to share what they're doing these holidays or how your year was or what you have planned for 2025 as far as resolutions and goals, you can write them in the comments. I like reading them. They're just really fun because I'm like, are they doing it? I want to see. But anyway, so let's start off with holidays. Tomorrow is Christmas, and I don't really know what I'm doing for it. I might go see my mom. I still have to give her a present. But tomorrow is Christmas, and it is going to be, I think, the 5th anniversary of my father's passing, which is really crazy. I did not know 5 years has passed. It almost feels like it was 2-3 years ago. I did not know time could fly like that. But yeah, tomorrow is his 5th death anniversary, so I decided that today, to celebrate him, I was going to go in my photo album and show you some pictures of him. I don't know if I showed you these pictures, but my aunts probably have more pictures of him than I do, since he was their brother. But this one you've seen before. I have a larger version in my room, and it's basically him holding me. This was probably taken in 1990, or maybe it was taken in late 1989. I really don't know. But he took it. Kind of looks like one of the little missing DeBarges, and then I have my little bow in my head. Me. Also, while I was looking through these photo albums, I found a picture of the day I was born. Look at all that black hair. That's crazy. I wish I had the full picture, because in the full picture I was like, get away, stop it. But no, that's how it was. We have basically the same hair, basically, if you can look. So that's one picture. He would have been 69 this year, because his birthday was the 12th. This was when he visited me at school. I was 2 or 3 years old. It was at my daycare, and he came to see me. He came to hang out with me and spend time with me. I don't know what he was eating. I don't know what food they gave him, but yeah, that's him. I specifically remember that day. I was either 3. I think I was 3. And I remember I was confused, and I didn't know what to show him. So I just took him around and showed him all of the things that I was playing with. I took him to the sandbox. I took him to the swings. See, this is me with my little unibrow. And I'm thinking like, okay, what else do I show him? I don't know what to show him. This is hilarious. Who took this picture? Was it my mom? I don't know who took this picture, actually. Then there's a picture of him holding me in our apartment. We used to live in the Central West End, and where my mother lived, I believe it was her apartment. Where my mother lived, children weren't allowed. So I guess she was either pregnant when I was there or got pregnant while I was there. I really don't know. But I was the only child in the whole building. So this is him. We were on the upper floor. I know they renovated this whole apartment. I think it's like a luxury apartment now, which is crazy. But yeah, that was me looking like a little potato. This must have been in September or October because I look very, very little. Like I look very young. Like a few weeks to 2 months old. And the last picture is of him holding me in his lap. You can tell it's a new baby because there's like all this new baby stuff. There's little toys and it probably was hot because there was a fan in the background. So this is him. And that is me with my little legs. I was like, what is going on? So yeah, that's the pictures I wanted to show you. This year, this Christmas, I wanted to be more festive. Last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, I felt disappointed in myself with Christmas because I didn't have any money to buy anybody anything. I was just broke. Just a brokey. Okay. So, last year, I felt bad because I couldn't get my friend with the 2 girls that many presents. I only got her what I could afford, and I couldn't get my mom that much stuff. So I decided this year was going to be different, and I decided to make a Christmas budget. Since I've been, doing my budget binders, it's really helped me save money. So I saved a little over, it was either $100-something or a little over $200 specifically for Christmas. No gifts for myself, just gifts for other people. And how I did this was I literally saved all year long. I would put $1 a week, $2, $3, $4 a week, and I had different savings challenges where I would put it in my little Christmas envelope. That's what I do for my birthday. I'll save up to $300 for my birthday, and then when my birthday comes, I'll have a shopping spree, and whatever money is left over, I either put in my savings or I put for my next birthday so I can have another shopping spree. So this year was pretty cool. I got my mom a present. I still have to give it to her either tomorrow or whenever I see her next. I got my one friend a present. I gave it to her because I'm helping her move this week. And I finally gave today presents to my friend with the 2 girls. And it was perfect because she was kind of sad that she couldn't get all that her children needed or wanted for Christmas. Like she got maybe 1 or 2 gifts, but they were moving. They had to move suddenly, and that's a lot. Moving takes money, so that's where some of the Christmas budget went, towards moving. So it was really nice. I got them their stuff, and next year I want to be even more charitable. I gave some stuff to the church, like purses and clothes and all of that. But next year I want to go all out. I want to make little bags and leave them in little free library boxes, like little candy bags or little holiday bags, and go around town and leave them in little free library boxes. And also try to find families that need a specific thing, like buy them one object that will help them with whatever situation, whether it's a slow cooker or some clothes or some diapers or something. Then another thing that I've been doing is I've been trying to go to holiday events. This year I wasn't able to. The only holiday event I went to was my staff Christmas party or holiday dinner. Every year my boss takes us out to dinner. Every year the restaurant just gets fancier and fancier. I don't know. I think he just wants to brag about how much money he has. Like, he'll take us to a fancy restaurant. We won't have to pay a dime. And he'll just be like, drink wine, Kiara, drink wine. Because he knows I don't drink. I've never drank. So that's an ongoing joke. You need to drink some wine. Loosen up. Don't live a little. They're like, come on, Kiara, drink some wine. But I've never drank anything before. So I'm scared to see what would happen if I did drink something. I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I would be sick. I don't know if I would be flirty. I literally don't know what would happen if I drank. I know what would happen if I smoked weed, because one day I had a CBD gummy and it had 0.001% THC, and I hallucinated for 8 hours. So I don't want to see what alcohol, which gets directly into my bloodstream, is going to do to me, honestly, for real. So that was fun. I got to wear my little Christmas dress and eat some food. There was this pastry called a beignet. I don't know if it's beignet. I don't know how it's pronounced. It was all French. I thought it was going to taste like funnel cake, but apparently it tasted like French toast, and I didn't mind. I just wanted some syrup. That's all I wanted. I wanted some syrup, or I wanted some whipped cream. And I wanted to eat more, but the man put 5 balls on the plate, enough for all of us. This was also the biggest staff I've ever seen us have. Ever. Yeah, this is probably the biggest staff we've ever had. So it was pretty fun. I was happy. My most favorite part was everybody got to meet each other. And they all got along. It was a vibe. Yeah, I liked it. So that was pretty happy for me. As far as presents that I got for myself, I wasn't going to get myself presents this year. But I decided that if I'm going to be compassionate to others, I'm going to get myself something too. My mom gave me some money to buy things for the holidays. She gave me a gift card. So I ended up buying things that were specific. So I either buy things that will give me information, which is usually books, like things I can use as a reference, things that I can learn from, things that I can use for information or add to my library. So usually books. Things that will improve my health, and they have to be things I can either use on a consistent basis forever, or things that I can finish, like vitamins. And then 3, objects that will either make me more productive, that I can use permanently, or make my life more peaceful, that I can use permanently or will last for years. I don't like things that will be like, oh, it's in season now and now it's obsolete the next year. I want things that will last for decades. So the first thing I bought, which I've been wanting for a long time, is a CD player, because I'm decluttering CDs and my computer doesn't have a CD slot. So I got this CD player for myself. If I had gotten it on Saturday, it would have been $25 at Family Dollar. So I had to spend $30. But I don't mind it. It works. It works. It's pretty. It's easy. It has a nice speaker. I can charge it with batteries, or I can plug it in and play my CD. So this one was one of my top gifts. $30. I also got some books. Some of my books are on their way. They just haven't arrived yet. But I rebought a copy of Scientific Christian Mental Practice. I have a copy in my room, but it wasn't the old copy that I had. So I tried to buy it again, and they gave me a completely different copy. So I'm just gonna keep this one. It's written in there though. I got it from Thrift Books. But I like it. It has Emma Curtis Hopkins' face on it, and it's blue. I had to rebuy Hide Mysticism. This was one of my favorite books, and it vanished, and I don't know where it went. So what I did with this one was I put a contact paper cover on it. Like I put contact paper as the cover. I've started doing this because the guy that I liked out of town was putting contact paper on his books, and he sent me a tutorial on how to do that. So I'm pretty happy. I've been practicing. I also have Emma Curtis Hopkins self-treatments, including the Radiant I Am, which is from her journals. And I lost this book. I thought I left it at Family Dollar. I thought I left it at the art store near work. And it was in a drawer the whole time. But before I found it, I had bought a second copy. So I'm going to give that copy to Terrence when it comes, so that he can go through the self-treatments and everything. So those were some of the books that I bought. The other things I bought were for my skin, hair, and my body. So it was a mixture of vitamins and skincare products that I can use and be done with, so it won't gather up clutter. So first, as far as the skincare products, I've gotten rose oil from the Heritage Store. I don't know if this is the same oil. It smells a little bit different, but I like this. I got Baobab oil. I've used Baobab oil before, but just not from this brand. And Baobab oil is high in vitamin C. You can use oils high in vitamin C to brighten up the skin and also to fade dark marks. If you want to use Baobab oil and ingest it, you can get Baobab powder, and you can add that to your tea, water, or smoothie, because Baobab powder is high in vitamin C, and it'll help build your immune system. It's called the Tree of Life. So I have Baobab powder too, but it's from Terrasol. I've also started really liking Batana oil. I don't use it on my hair. I use it on my skin. The smell has grown on me. At first I didn't like the smell, kind of like black castor oil, but now it's growing on me. It kind of operates like coconut oil. So you know how when you dip coconut oil and it's like that, it's solid, but when you put it on the skin, it just melts. That's how Batana oil works. But I've been mostly putting it on my face. Putting it on my face. Maybe putting it like right there on my hair, but people are like, oils, they grow hair. I mean, oils will help seal the moisture in with your hair mostly. But Batana oil is high in vitamin E, which is an antioxidant, and it can help your skin with anti-aging properties. So as far as vitamins go, well, let's start off with tea. So I rebought Triple Detox tea, which has traditional Chinese medical herbs, and it is for respiratory, liver, and kidney detox. It doesn't really taste like anything to me, or maybe because I take so many herbs, they all taste the same. But I'm taking this to prepare my body for my detox next week. This one is one that I like. It's Red Raspberry by Now Everyday Wellness Tea. The only thing I don't like about it is they changed the name. It used to be Women's Righteous Raspberry Tea, but somebody was a hater and decided to not put some hippie women's names in the title. I like Women's Righteous Raspberry because it's easy to remember. It sounds cool. It's like righteous. Righteous. Unless they felt it was religious, but when I heard it, I just thought of the 60s or 70s, honestly. Or some Rastafarians or something. Anyway. But you can use this. It's not just raspberry. It's other herbs in it too. So it's like fenugreek, lemon balm, I think some raspberry flavor, hibiscus. Yeah. But you can use this especially if you have hormonal issues or if you are having cramping, like menstrual cramps. You can use this, and this will help with that. Alleviate some of that pain and different things. As far as the vitamins go, I got Damiana liquid extract. It is alcohol free, and this would be considered a glycerite. A glycerite is different from an alcohol base. The alcohol based ones are usually, alcohol is antimicrobial, so it's antibacterial, antimicrobial, different things, so things won't grow in it. Whereas a glycerite, if you don't store it properly, it could be susceptible to mold. It could, so you have to store it carefully, just like how you store your alcohol base. But Damiana is used for the reproductive system and other things. It just says promotes overall health and well-being, but I've known it mostly for like reproductive system, libido. I'm just glad it's alcohol free because I'm using it for hormones and stuff. This one is Defender C. This is a vitamin C supplement. I think it's a really strong vitamin C supplement because it has so many good herbs in it. I wouldn't recommend this for pregnant women because there are some herbs in there that could make you like have pregnancy issues that you cannot take during pregnancy. Also, I don't think it would be good for vegans either because it has propolis in it, which is, I guess, associated with bees. But it has vitamin C, elderberry, bioflavonoid complex, astragalus, which is a traditional Chinese medical herb usually used for immunity, reishi, and shiitake. Those are mushrooms, and mushrooms are high in B vitamins, but they also help with the immune system and longevity. They can also help with hair, skin, and nails. Garlic. Garlic is usually used for infections, sickness, inflammation, and it's in a couple of formulas for detox and preventing infection. Propolis, and then there's this anti-inflammatory blend that has black pepper, ginger, rosemary, turmeric, and cayenne. This is the Super Omega 369 fish oil. I got this because I think fish oil is good for the brain. It's also good for the hair, the skin, the nails. This one has borage seed oil and flaxseed oil too. Now, I wouldn't take this if you were pregnant either. It says consult physician if you're pregnant or nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition. I just say don't take it while pregnant because of the borage oil, because the borage can cause cervical ripening. So I don't know how much borage you need to take to cause that. Maybe the last few weeks of your pregnancy, but don't quote me on that. This one I'm not taking yet. It's a 3-day renew. Digestive health reset. It's a digestive support detox, and it's 3 days. There are 27 capsules. You have to take 3. Wait, you have to take 3 a day. Oh, servings per container, 9. Okay, wait. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so you take these. I'm not taking this until the 30th. The only thing I hate about this is that it has peppermint in it, and I really hate peppermint. I just do. I don't know why. I don't know why. Inositol powder. I got this one because I'm really focusing on fertility for 2025. Inositol helps with the health of the eggs, I think, and the ovaries and all of that. But before I found that out, I knew that inositol was good for, I want to say joints, hair, and skin. So if you're doing it for hair, it will help with strengthening the hair follicle, helping with the health of the hair follicle. I think it will mix well with MSM, but you only need a little. It says, the form of inositol used in this product is myo-inositol, the most abundant form of this nutrient. and it's from the B complex family. It is found in all cell membranes with the highest concentrations in the brain and central nervous system, where it plays an important role in neurotransmitter signaling. It also helps for the maintenance of cellular calcium balance. But I'm mostly just taking it for, fertility and stuff. This one is my black castor oil. I usually just use 3 brands of black castor oil, either Heritage Store, Tropic Isle, or Sunny Isle, or Tropic Isle Living or Sunny Isle. I think Tropic Isle sold their company, but I don't know to who. But this one is just as good. The only black castor oil I don't like is Jamaican mango and lime, and I think it's because they mix some other oil in with it. But I started using black castor oil in 2010 in college. I got it from Sam's Caribbean Marketplace. And you can use it as a castor pack for abnormal growths in your body. You can put in your belly button for digestion. I rub it on my nails to help with my nails strength so it won't break off. I like using it on my eyebrows. I like using it on my lips. I like using it sometimes right there. I like using it on my eyelashes. Or sometimes when I'm sad, I just smell it. It reminds me of just my 20s, I don't know. But this is a good brand. I don't know why people always kind of say, oh, I don't like this. Are they good? Yeah, they're good. They've been around since 1969. If they weren't good, they wouldn't be around now, would they? It's oat straw. Oat straw, I'm using this mainly for fertility and also for skin. I want to say oat straw has silica in it, but don't quote me on that. But I do know it's good for fertility. I think it is also good for hair. I think it's good for hair. So I like to drink it. This one is chlorophyll. Natural deodorizer. If you get the chlorophyll in liquid, you'll usually have to refrigerate it. So I don't do all that. I'll just get the tablets and put it in there. Or if I can't have this, I just get any green food, which will have chlorophyll in it. So. These vitamin D gummies, I've been taking these. I think it's been helping with my nails in addition to, the oils on my nails. I also haven't had that much seasonal sadness. It's really strange. So if you have sad, like seasonal, what is it? Something disorder. Try vitamin D. Try some B vitamins, like a B complex, pantothenic acid, all of that. Because you might be lacking in some of these vitamins, and it's contributing to your depression. Because there's not that much sunlight. So I've just been taking these, and I haven't been feeling really sad. My nails have been doing okay. I'm like, oh, this is great. This one, I know it says Male Performance Cobra. I know. They market it for men. Support for masculine prowess. But when I read the back of the ingredients, I was like, I can take this. It has kola nut. It has muira puama, nettle. I'm trying to think. Oat straw, yohimbe and yohimbine, damiana. Did I miss it? Katuaba? Am I missing something? Oh, and horny goat weed and ginseng and saw palmetto. So this is good for guys, but not if you have a heart condition, because the yohimbe can like speed up your heart. But I've been taking this, and I didn't recognize the effects at first until I realized one day that I wasn't lethargic at work. I wasn't tired. I just had this ongoing surge of energy. I felt like I was so productive. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I feel stronger. I also feel more assertive, calmer. I feel like I can climb a hill. I really want to climb a hill. I want to start working out too. I don't know. I think I might start taking male multivitamins, honestly. Even though I'm a biological woman, I might start taking those because those things are potent. Because I think they put more in male vitamins than they do women's vitamins, because they're making the assumption that the men are working out. Like, even if it's stuff with supplement powders, they'll be like, yeah, well, you're a man, you need this, you need that, you're gonna be lifting 300 pounds, man, yeah, just run, win first place, you can do it, climb Mount Everest, climb. That's how I want to feel. That's how I want to feel with a vitamin. They make women's vitamins so passive. You barely see anyone with libido or something. It'll be like, oh, balance your hormones, you know. Everything will be good for your overall health. Just balance those hormones. Well, like with men, it'll be like, yeah, you're gonna be a strong deer. You're deer antler. Yeah, we got shilajit. Yeah, got horny goat weed. And that's not even its actual name. It's epimedium. But just you put horny goat weed, they're like, oh, yeah. So I really like these vitamins. There is another vitamin I'm gonna take. It's in a bottle, and it's called Man's Virility Power. No, I can't remember. It's by the same brand that makes soursop bitters. It's like this man bitters, this man power one, and I want that. I want to be able to lift the world in my air, in the air. So that's what I got for myself. That's the holidays portion. Reflection on 2024. 2024 was a blur, honestly. I can't even remember much of the earlier part of the year. I did do my best to make a lot of transformative changes, though. I have I applied for school again, so now I'm back in school. I think I paid off one debt. I'm almost done paying off another debt. I started going to therapy. I had my cousin living with me for 2 or 3 months, and that was really fun. It was nice having somebody there. It made my life easier. Now, some things that were challenges only motivated me to make more changes that I had been delaying making. Why do I keep thinking I hear that mouse? Mouse! Anyway, when my landlord didn't fix my oven and my refrigerator for several weeks, that really made me sunk in how he truly thought about me and only pushed me forward to get what I felt I deserved, which is either a better living environment or an apartment, or not an apartment, a house. A house, I'm getting a house. I have been taking more initiative into finding a new place than I have in the past 4 years. I went and visited a place that was further down the street, but they lied about the pricing, so that was very discouraging. And I had been thinking about, why don't you just save for a house? Why don't you just save for a house down payment? I found this beautiful 2-bedroom apartment that was on a balcony, all wooden floors, on-site laundry, that was $800. And I was so excited. This is the first apartment I actually was excited about, okay? And I told the universe, give me a sign if I need to move here or if I need to get a house. Why did they cancel my showing the day before I went to go visit? I had the showing scheduled for a week and they canceled. out of the blue, "I'm sorry, your thing is canceled." I was so mad. But then I realized, I'm like, well, if it was $800, that's $10,000 in a year, and that could be going towards a house down payment, especially if you do some first-time home buyers thing where they can help you gather up a house down payment. So you might as well just use that money to get your permanent home. I was like, yeah, you're right. So I stopped being mad. I've been trying to be more patient. I've been re-educating myself throughout this year. I've gotten back into reading and serious about my decluttering and having more peace. Even how I've dated has changed. I almost dated someone. I was this close. And they just messed it up. I gave this dude a chance. And I didn't even really like this dude. I mean, I did like him. I would have stayed with him. I wasn't in love with him. I wasn't in love with anybody. I told him this. But I wouldn't have cheated on him. I would have been respectful. I would have been loyal. All of that. All he needed to do was stop being such a pushover like a bowl of noodles. Be more responsible. And just change his life for the better. I can't make you change. Like, one thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to force you to change. I'm not going to pester you and pester you and pester you over some petty nonsense. If it's something serious that can actually make your life better, then I'm going to bring it up. Like, you're not going to be dating me and wearing clothes with holes in them. And then I ask you, why are your clothes tattered? And you say, oh, my homeboys keep taking my clothes. I can't date that type of dude. I can't. And it ended up being just crazy. I had like 2 nightmares about this dude, and that was the last time I dealt with him. And he legit stalked me for maybe 2 months. He called my phone. He kept calling my phone from different numbers. He kept texting me, screaming at me. He called my job, and then he came to my apartment. And I don't know who drove him here. I don't know if he caught a Lyft or if one of his friends drove him, because he doesn't live near me. So after that incident, I realized I needed to just stay to myself. That was a challenge. It made me really think about what type of partner I actually want. How do I want to feel when I'm with this person? What goals do I want to have with this person? Can I bring them to my family? And it's kind of challenging at the same time, because I feel the societal pressure, people being like, you're going to be 36 next year. You better hurry up. You better blah, blah, blah. You better blah, blah, blah. Like that doesn't affect me or something. They just say it so nonchalantly. And I'm just like, well, that's very helpful. Do you have any eligible sons? I bet you don't. I bet he's in jail. Okay. I bet he's in jail. Or he has like 10 baby mothers. Show me your son. Oh, you're so proud. Okay. So, I've just been keeping to myself. The energy that I was putting towards just like, oh, maybe I could feel this again. I've stopped lying to myself. And sometimes I think as women are trained to just lie to themselves about how a guy feels about them. They'll be like, oh, he did this. It must mean that. No. That is what he actually meant. And the sooner you figure that out, the better off you will be. And a lot of people got mad that I wasn't going to be strung along. They legitimately got mad that I wasn't falling for any type of trickery or games, or just say what you need to say. So I just got over dating. That's one thing that stood out to me this year. I just got over dating, and I started craving more of nourishing my mind or getting more wisdom. Another thing that has been transformative was therapy. And even though people told me, oh, you should get therapy, all throughout, over the course of 5-6 years, why I really got therapy was I wasn't able to function after something happened. And I felt like I had reached a block where I just couldn't function. I didn't know what else to do. I felt like I had reached the bottom of a pit. So, in August, it was a little after my birthday, I got attacked by this dude in public. I didn't know this dude. He didn't know who I was. And he just attacked me when I got off the train. On a day that I wasn't even supposed to work. Good Lord. But what he did was, I got off the train. He asked me, was my name so-and-so? And it was a completely different name, and I said no. And he told me to stop. He said, no, you have to come here for a minute. You have to come here. And I'm just like walking. I was on the phone with my friend. So this dude runs up to me and he's like, I'm sick of you black bees and blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's not the first time I've heard this before, because there was another man that tried to attack me. And he's like, I'm sick of you black bees and you think you got that. And I'm just like, why? Like, I don't get it. And I'm like, aren't we from the same race? Like, we're the same race. Like, I don't understand. But okay. Now this dude, he punches me 2 times. I didn't know that he punched me twice. I just know he punched me in the head. I only know he punched me 1 time. But while he was chasing me, I didn't have time to prepare. It came so fast. So I didn't have time to grab anything. I didn't have, because I was walking. I was like, I had a phone. Like, so I'm surrounded by dudes. And my first mind was like, Kiara, they're not going to help you. Don't even ask for help. They've never helped you before. They've never helped you on the train. They've never helped you on the bus. They've never helped you in the store. They've never helped you on the street. Don't ask these dudes to save you. Just don't. But for some reason, I just thought it was going to be different this time, because they saw I'm like surrounded by 20 of y'all. So I'm running. I was like, help. And they just walk around me. And that's how the dude punched me. So I land on the ground. I didn't know I'd been punched twice. He would have attacked me more, but the only reason was 2 women stopped him. Women. Two of them. And they were the only ones that stayed with me. So, I didn't know he punched me in the face. They said, oh, she's bleeding, so I'm touching my head because my head is throbbing. And I'm laying on the ground because I had on my headscarf. And he knocked that off. He must have hit me really hard. And it made me go to the hospital, get a brain scan. I almost wish I had gone home, but they're like, no, you didn't know you got punched. You might have a concussion. Or I was like, okay. But after that, it was so hard to function. I had to talk myself into living without fear. Because for the next 2 or 3 weeks, I was scared of loud noises on the train or on the bus, or somebody behind me, I would jump. I would like start looking at people's pockets, and I was just barely paranoid. Or like if a guy came on the train really loud, I couldn't feel anything. All I felt was my heart just beating and beating and beating and beating. And I was just paralyzed with fear. And it also didn't help that I started having lapses in memory. Like after the attack, for it was maybe a month or two, I couldn't stop falling asleep. I just would fall asleep, and I had a hard time waking up, and I kept waking up, falling asleep. I'd be standing somewhere, falling asleep. I couldn't remember things. Things were just fading from my memory. I couldn't remember. Like now I'm starting to get my regular functioning brain back because I've been taking my herbs and everything and reading some more. But sometimes it's hard. That's one of the other reasons I didn't mention why I couldn't focus on reading. I couldn't finish anything. I couldn't concentrate. It was hard. I could feel my brain moving. But therapy has really helped. It's made me less afraid of basically guys in general. I mean, I'm not afraid of guys. I'm just like, I just try not to think about it too much because I realize I'm like, wow, he could have killed me. If he had a knife or if he had a gun, I would be dead. But he had nothing. It was just a random attack. I haven't seen him since. But that's one thing that stands out to me. And it's also motivated me to just move out of St. Louis and just move out of the state of Missouri. Even more than it has. If I had had the money to just leave that day and never come back, I would have done that. And that's why I've been going super hard on saving money. Because whatever's happening out here, they just shooting people, just killing people over the stupidest stuff. Like, I don't understand. There's literally no reason to just be going by doing drive-bys. Like, it's like, what are you doing with your life? Like, go to school or something. Like, go to church. I don't know. Go somewhere. And just a waste. So, goals for 2025, how I'm preparing for 2025 is I've been writing things down. I've been making charts to follow so I won't lose track of what I'm doing. Breaking my goals down of the minutest form. Giving myself deadlines. I've been writing out deadlines for certain goals. I've also been visualizing the end goal, what it would look like if I completed it, which I hadn't really been doing that much before, but now I'm trying my best to get into that state of mind. I've been cutting off things that are not essential, getting rid of things that I feel block my progress. So clutter is something that's been blocking my progress, so I've been decluttering. Papers, not knowing where things are, helping people on a whim. I'm just trying to get things into this automatic rotational system, like an assembly line life, where I'm just churning out goals. I'm also getting all of these different vitamins and different things to focus on my health and cleanse out myself to be strong, because I never want to be vulnerable like that again, especially after that attack. I want to feel secure and strong in myself and not be a pushover and be confident in my decisions. Like some of the decisions I've made just on a personal level with friendships and romantic partnerships or whatnot, I try to let go of the fear of how the other person feels. So, for example, like the guy I like out of town, I'm just like, I'm talking to you because you're one of the few people that I'm actually attracted to, and one of the few people that I actually vibe with. I could see myself in a relationship with you, but you want to play scary. So I don't feel like playing scary, and I have to cut you off, and that's scary to me. Because sometimes you'll be talking to several people or one person because you don't want to feel alone, even though it's not going anywhere. I recently had a dream. I was riding in a car. This was a week ago. Because my dreams have been coming back and giving me really profound messages. I had a dream. I was in a car. I was in the passenger seat. I was with my ex that I had been with for maybe 5 or 6 years. And we were driving down a highway. We were leaving St. Louis. We were passing all these different things. And everything looked so beautiful. Everything, it literally looked like heaven, but I don't know how to describe it. It was sparkly. It was bright. There was this soft music playing in the background. And all I felt was this peace. It was the most peaceful I have felt in so long. And in my dream mind, I was like, oh, why can't we just be happy? Why can't we've finally stopped fighting. Everything is peaceful now. Everything is calm. We are together, but I didn't know what we were. I didn't know what we were in the dream. In my dream, we were together and everything was peaceful and we were actually together. So he said in my dream, you know, we'll be in each other's lives forever, right? And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, forever. And I said, oh, I guess. Then I heard this song, and I figured out what the song was when I woke up. It was just the chorus of the song. It was Silver Springs by Fleetwood Mac. And I just recently heard this, like it might have heard in passing, but I didn't know the lyrics. And what's crazy about that song is that Stevie Nicks wrote it when she was on the highway with her dude. They had been, I guess, fighting. They would break up, make up, break up, make up. And she saw the sign that says Silver Springs, and she's like, oh, I wonder if that's a nice place where everything's great and we're not fighting anymore. I didn't know this story until after I had this dream. So that's why I'm focusing more on, do you really want to feel that? Is this what you really want? I'm actually questioning, interrogating myself about certain things that I want, how I would like to feel. In that dream, it was telling me I was accepting limbo, not just in relationships, but in all forms of everything. The things I feel I deserve, the things I want to do, like, that I'm just letting somebody else drive the car of my life and take me in the direction of where they want me to go, instead of me taking charge of the car and going where I want to go. Because where are we going? We're going nowhere, because there's no definition of what we were in the dream. Just like how in real life, in the waking world, I have not had a relationship in a while where the man actually defines what it is. So at this point, I'm just going to define whatever I want. If I feel that there is some type of shadiness in a friendship or relationship, or I'm in a limbo, I'm going to break from the limbo. So that's what I've been mentally preparing for next year. Taking a different approach to different things and breaking different patterns. But yeah, but that's all I have to say. I hope you all have a happy holiday. I will talk to you next year with a book review. And I have all of them basically in a binder. Like the books I'm going to review for January. There's a couple of books I'm going to be doing. And I think you'll really like them. So talk to you later. Bye-bye.